Hey everybody, this is Coach O coming to you live from my house. This is a informative video to give you guys a bunch of information to set us up for the start of the school year. I'll try and keep this as short as I can. There is a code word or a secret word at the end of this video. I need you guys to text me that. That just lets me know that I listened and watched this video. I read through all the documents you sent out. I'm good to go. So first off is welcome back. We have 18 people, 18 students this year. It's going to be a big program. I'm excited about it. We have a lot of newcomers, so I challenge our returners to do an amazing job and be great every day, and especially to lead by example and show all of our new people how we do things and the right way of doing things. So thank you in advance for that. Newcomers, you guys, I need to challenge you to be really good and confident at wound care and taping, basic stuff, because once football gets going, things are going to happen quickly and you want to be confident that you're doing something correctly and that you don't have to like run and find somebody to help you out, because then it looks like you don't know what you're doing and that's not good for you. Staff contacts, my cell is 262-945-5574. Miss Sanchez is 832-332-4377. Miss Johnson left for a new job, so a new lady's replacing her. Her name's Miss Nat. Her cell is 415-259-1403. We're giving you these numbers because it's really important that you guys communicate with us in advance if you're going to miss a practice or miss a game. So either text us or call us or text us on the Remind app or just tell us in person when we see you at school. Hey Coach, I'm going to miss practice today, or I'm going to miss my soccer game because something happened with my family and I got to go, and that's fine. But we just need to know that in advance so we're not looking for you and trying to figure it out the next day. Hey, where were you yesterday? You had practice, right? So contact us in advance. Football practices and games, responsibilities. If you were here last year, nothing really changed. If you were not here last year, what happens is you get separated to a green and a gold team. That just means that you have practice one week and then the next week you don't. If you're on green team, you're supposed to be there for every practice that week for green. If you miss a practice, that's fine. You can still go to the varsity game that week, but on your week off, that's when you have to come back and make up a day of practice or 2 days, however many you owe, to make yourself eligible to go to that next football game. So you have to earn your way to those varsity games by completing the required number of practices. What also happened is, like green and gold, one group will set up the field for a varsity game, and the other will be in the locker room or be in the training room, like taping wrists and turf tape and all that. So we kind of split them up so we don't have too many people in one spot. A big thing for us is being positive and encouraging. We're not there to be critical or talk down to anybody. We're there for a different purpose. We're not coaches or players. We are there to provide medical services. So we need to be positive and encouraging at all times, or just don't say anything at all, and that's fine. But we also usually have someone has a boyfriend or a girlfriend or brother or sister on the team, and that's not good if you're saying somebody sucks and their sister hears you say that. So that's kind of an awkward situation. Info that you should receive, or you already have received, is a bunch of documents. It says if you're in 5th or 7th, it'll tell you this is the day for you to go outside during the athletic period for football. Everybody goes and gets a football schedule, and they get a sheet that says if you're on green team or gold team, what day what dates you have practices, which athletic period you're in, your handbook, and also a dress code sheet that kind of lets you know what is appropriate clothing for different scenarios. Other opportunity, if you do not want to do football, that's fine. You can do volleyball. That would mean you have nothing to do with football. And then for volleyball, you don't go to their practices. You just go to their games on Tuesdays and Fridays. And then maybe like an occasional tournament earlier on in the year. That's a cool thing. I've had a lot of kids do that in the past. The pros is you don't have to go outside and sweat and be pulling, water units and water bottles around all day. You get to just sit inside where it's nice and cool. But you will be probably like by yourself or just with one other person, so you in some ways kind of miss out on like the social part of football. But that's fine. Just let me know if you want to do that. I'm totally cool with that. We also need to go over a universal hand signal. This is a way to communicate non-verbally in an emergency situation. For example, if an injury happens and we're like 40 yards over there on the football field and we need something off the bench, we'll throw up an X, and that means that there's a clear waterproof bag called a FU bag, and it has an AED and a splint bag. The AED is for like if we need to restart someone's heart, and the splints is if we have like a broken bone we need to stabilize. It's better for me to, or whoever, to just throw up this X, and then someone can bring that bag out onto the field, and that's better than like me leaving this athlete and going to the sideline and then coming back. And that's also better than me like shouting at the top of my lungs to say, hey, I need this. So if you see this, just know that it's going down, but one of us has got it. We just need you to bring us the bag. Online forms. I'll send out a link in the midst of all the other stuff I'm sending out. You need to do those online forms. You don't need to do the ECG one, but you need to do like the signature page, the field trip form, emergency card, and whatever else. I think there's 5 of them. Just do them all 5. It makes it easy. Clothing info. We pass out a lot of clothes and a lot of stuff. At some point, almost everything gets returned back to us, so keep good care of it. You will get to keep your polo, which you'll pay me $25, hopefully at the beginning of the year, but if you need more time, that's fine, I get it. So you owe me $25 for the polo. You'll keep that, and just about everything you'll return unless I tell you otherwise. So you'll get put on like fees and fines until you turn it back in, but don't worry about that. Let's see, fundraiser. At some point when school gets started, we'll do that, but for right now, try and get like 15 to 20 email addresses of people you know, because we'll end up emailing them, and it's totally automated, but we just need the emails, so get those done hopefully by like the first day of school. Let's see, what else? Food. For football, if it's a varsity game, usually we go to Luby's before. That's usually $50 for the whole season. So you'll go to Luby's like 7 or 8 times. It's usually $50. I don't have that exact number. That could change, but usually it's $50. It's also optional. You don't have to do that. But if you want to go get like a pregame meal with the football team before the game, that's fine. If it's a game that's at Cy Falls, like you're with boys basketball and there's a game, you'll get like a meal ticket you can bring to the concession stands and get like a hot dog and a soda or something like that. It's kind of up to the concessions people what they want to give you, but you'll get something. For the everyday processes of the training room, the expectations are you come in and there's some cubbies there or like a little storage spot. You drop your backpack in there, and then whatever period you're in, there's a whiteboard that has a list of tasks or things that need to get done during that period. It's usually pretty strategic, so we need that stuff to get done, and the expectation is you do that stuff first, and then once that is all done, then you're free to use the rest of that period however you want. If you want to study, if you want to watch YouTube videos, if you want to go outside for a walk, really it doesn't bother me what you do, but those things on the board need to be done first. Also, feel free to like hang out and lay on a table, but if we get busy and there's an athlete that needs to use that table for some kind of treatment, we need that table. It's not let me roll my eyes and like see if someone else can move. If we're asking you for this table, it's because we need it. We can do this later, but I always like to have people come up with 3 goals every year to kind of push themselves and for the sake of growth. So think about 3 goals that you want to accomplish this year. At some point we need to do CPR, but I'll let you know when we're ready to do that. For right now, don't worry about it. Last thing, I kept this to under 11 minutes, so I was 1 minute off. The secret word that you need to text me is mango, like the fruit. So text me mango. That lets me know that you watched this video and that you're up to date with all the stuff I sent out. Thank you. I'll see y'all in about a month. Have a good day.